let's try it again.
Hey everyone, my name is Rhys Collins, one of the 2 project managers of expansion and recruitment for Sigma Nu Fraternity. Our department is extremely excited to bring this video to all recruitment chairmen and committees this winter to help prepare you for the upcoming spring semester. I'd also like my teammate to introduce himself before jumping into some really valuable information with you all.
Thanks, Rhys. My name is Joey Rizzo, and I work with Rhys as an E&R project manager as well. We both graduated from our universities in 2019 and joined staff with Sigma Nu shortly after. Now we work to recolonize chapters and educate Sigma Nu men on recruitment skills and training.
This year has proven to be really challenging for individuals as well as a lot of chapters. It's our goal that this short video will help prepare you for success in the upcoming spring 2021 recruitment cycle.
First of all, the expansion recruitment team really wants to congratulate anyone who was recently elected into one of the most important roles in Sigma Nu and praise those of you who are going to your second year or second semester for your work this past semester. Your effort this spring will bring in future commanders, IFC presidents, campus leaders, all to your chapter. So hi, Rickety, and good luck.
Absolutely. Congratulations, brothers. We're going to start by covering some first steps with all of you to ensure that you and your chapter will be successful in the spring. We'll move into some explanation and an overview of the funnel, and then a quick review of some headquarters and university guidelines, and then close it up with some resources that will help you guys moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely, Rhys. So just kind of want to start with some first steps. We really want to make sure that you all are knowledgeable of and understand how to use a handful of resources that are currently available to you, really starting with the Recruitment Chairman Manual, the Law and Risk Reduction Policy, and the Best Practices Library. So if you have not seen the Recruitment Chairman Manual, or maybe just have not accessed it recently, your officer manual has been designed to essentially be a how-to guide for your officer role with a comprehensive amount of information on everything that is needed to be successful during your term, from the basics of recruitment to implementing a committee and delegating responsibility, to understanding policy and building a recruitment program. Your manual can help to answer granular questions that may pop up along the way. As a new returning officer, it will also be very important that you refresh your memory on the law and risk reduction policy of the fraternities so that you're aware of the standards all chapters and colonies are held to. The Best Practices Library is also a great online resource to regularly revisit so that you can locate some creative ideas other chapters have utilized in the past to make the recruitment effort successful. This is updated on a semester basis and has even incorporated some new best practices since chapters have begun navigating COVID-19 guidelines. Another next step you'll need to be paying some attention to is obtaining and or revising your chapter or colony's year-round recruitment plan. So this recruitment plan should create an outline of your chapter's recruitment efforts 365 days a year that identifies untapped student populations to recruit, how your chapter/colony will place an emphasis on always recruiting new members, and the frequency of informal or formal recruitment events that will take place throughout the year. It's also strongly encouraged that you create or restructure a recruitment committee of 3 to 5 members to help split up responsibilities and tackle spring recruitment effectively. The key to having a strong committee is really just setting clearly defined roles for each member and holding regularly scheduled meetings. You all, as a recruitment committee, should now begin meeting on a weekly basis until after formal recruitment is over to really ensure that you all are completing the work that you need to. Once you've created or refreshed your recruitment committee and you all have begun meeting regularly, you should now shift your focus to developing a recruitment and manpower action plan. So this resource facilitates strategic planning within the operational subcategory of recruitment and manpower of the Pursuit of Excellence program. This action plan instructs the recruitment chairman and his committee on how to establish duties and responsibilities, goals and strategies relevant to the recruitment efforts of the chapter. Ultimately, this action plan should help in beginning to create a plan for spring recruitment, whether your campus is going to be virtual, in-person, or hybrid. And then lastly, take some time to become comfortable in navigating all that is offered on the Sigma Nu website. Almost all of the material that you would need or look for will be located under the Collegiate Members tab. And just know that anything that you may come across that may be passcode protected can just simply be accessed with the code 4242.
Awesome, thank you, Joey. After making your way through those first steps, guys, the next goal for recruiting your spring candidate class will be on the implementation of the funnel. The funnel is a 5-step plan to help narrow down your pool of potential new members from start to finish. And those 5 steps are find, attract, connect, select, and secure. Starting right off with find, we begin to think about name generation. So how are we marketing Sigma Nu to people in our community and capitalizing on our campus involvement? Begin your master prospect list or your MPL with a goal of 10% in mind. That means 10% of the men that are on your MPL or your master prospect list will accept a bid if it is extended to them. So that being said, if you have 100 people on your MPL, you can expect roughly 10 of those people to accept a bid by the end of recruitment. As a recruitment chairman, you really need to get yourself out of the mindset of quality over quantity. That's a given, right? You need to start thinking that quantity drives quality, right? The more men that your chapter is aiming to recruit or on your MPL, the larger your pool is to pick from of quality individuals that will be leaders in your chapter and on campus. Big question, though, that comes from that is how do we attract people to our chapter? You need to begin to utilize your chapter's identity. Don't try to be someone that you're not or a chapter that you're not, right? Identify your chapter's strengths and your interests and begin to schedule events that fit those ideas. Many of your chapters will be having virtual recruitment in the spring, so consider probably having an alumni panel of older graduated members telling stories and expressing why they joined Sigma Nu, or have brothers in breakout rooms with questions that will show potentials the benefits of joining your chapter. Next is connect. So at the base of recruiting, we aim to find friends or brothers that will be there for us through college and even after graduation. I like to remind people that your Sigma Nu experience does not end when you graduate and that you're a Sigma Nu until the day that you die, right? So begin that process of building a memorable experience with potentials from the very first time that they meet you. Share your why with PNMs, right? Why did you join Sigma Nu? Why are you passionate enough to about your chapter to hold an important position or role like the recruitment chairman? Why did you take the time out of your day to meet with that potential new member for a drink or maybe even lunch? Which brings me to the most important part of connecting, right? You and your committee should be taking the time to bring potential new members out to lunch or to grab a drink to learn more about who they are, right? Most fraternities are only meeting these PNMs through formal recruitment, so you can truly make an impact on a potential new member by showing that you care enough to get to know him before extending a bid. Moving on to selecting is where you really begin to narrow down your funnel, right? This is where you begin to cut the potentials that have shown differing values or that they just won't make a good fit in your chapter. You should be holding meetings with your committee and the other members of the chapter throughout recruitment to make note of who would be the best possible fit for candidacy in your chapter. Remember to base your selections on members who show a commitment to the values of Sigma Nu, and then they're willing to learn about our fraternity and what it means to be a brother. Lastly, we move to secure potentials that we're aiming to extend bids. You want to start by practicing your final pitch to the potential, right? In this pitch, you should gauge whether or not he'll accept a bid if he has extended an offer. And you don't want to waste your time and energy on a potential that does not commit to Sigma Nu in those final conversations. Get personal in a one-on-one conversation and ask intentional questions such as, on a scale of 1 to 10, being I'm ready to join, where would you see yourself at this point in recruitment? Or something to the effect of, if you were extended a bid right now, what would you say? These questions will really make sure that you haven't been led on by somebody who's only keeping you as a second choice. You always want to be respectful in this moment as well, right? Save the partying and celebration for later. This is an opportunity to demonstrate the parts of Sigma Nu that go beyond our ability to have a good time, right? Don't make a scene, don't put pressure on the potential, and don't corner them into saying yes. You really want to take the opportunity to clearly go through all of this expectations of the new member as well, and everything that they should expect from you as well. Talk about consequences of not following through on your commitments, like what happens if they don't pay dues, don't come to meetings, if they choose risky behaviors, or if they don't keep promises. If you set clear expectations here, you'll always be able to hold one another accountable by saying, do you remember the conversation that we had when we asked you to join? Moving on, one of the most important points is to be confident and direct, right? Don't beat around the bush. Don't be coy, don't be shy. Say something to the effect of, we would like to formally invite you to join our organization. This is a bid or an official invitation for membership. And you are unanimously voted by every member in our chapter to join us. We're really excited about giving this to you. Will you join? And lastly, make sure that they commit, right? This is their signing day and you need to hear their decision. Have them either sign a membership contract or an official bid, have them shake hands with all the members that are present, and have them verbally repeat what they've committed to. If they aren't ready to, make clear how long they must decide and when you'll be meeting with them to get a clear yes or no answer. 24 hours by this point in the process should be enough time to make a final decision. Any longer and they really might lose interest. So make sure that everyone has clarity on your new member's decision right then and there. Never say, let us know when you're ready, because your chapter is really too important for that. You really want to keep these steps in mind with the funnel as you begin your recruitment process in the next few weeks.
Awesome, thanks, Rhys. So before we close, we really would just like to cover some general HQ and university guidelines with you all. So as you continue with planning for spring recruitment, always know as a SIGMA chapter at Colony, you are expected to follow all federal, state, local, and university policies, including those new ones that may have been implemented due to COVID-19. So if you're unsure of what your university is now providing for COVID-19 guidance, it's really crucial that you become knowledgeable of what is expected of students and student-run organizations. As always, recruitment is always dry. There's no exceptions here, and you always need to ensure that you're not selling your organization solely around the topic of alcohol. Before the start of the spring semester, it would also be wise to schedule a virtual or in-person meeting with your fraternity or sorority life advisor to begin building a positive relationship with their office and better understand some local IFC policies before spring recruitment really begins. And then lastly, if you always or if you ever need additional advice on how to navigate local or SIGMA new policy, always reach out to your leadership consultant or chapter advisor so they can give you the guidance that you need.
To close today, we really just want to make sure that you all know where to find the resources that will cater most of your position and help you throughout the year.
Yeah, so in the email that you receive from SIGMA about your new position, both links will be provided, and you can also go to sigmanu.org, hover over collegiate members, scroll to officer resources, and then click right on recruitment chairman.
We've also listed our direct email and phone number contact information so that you may reach out to us individually if you have any questions or would like a more in-depth look into your recruitment process.
With that being said, we really wish you all the best of luck as you prepare to tackle spring recruitment and hope that this information was helpful as you all enter the winter break.
Yeah, have a great holiday season, everyone. We look forward to hearing about your success.